So, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Big Kid, back at you once again with another banger. I'm here in Puerta Plata. Today I'm going to reveal which hotel I stayed in, show you my room, and give you my full review on the hotel experience while I was here. Buckle your safety belts, because here we go. I'm up here in Puerta Plata right now, and I just wanted to share my experience at the hotel I'm staying at right now. It's called Blue Bay Resorts. I got this one last week, so I've been here about a week, so I feel like I have the authority to do a review on them now. And I have some good and some bad things to say, but I think you'll be pleased with this review. Make sure you hit that like button and the bell notification so you get the content when I drop the latest. So it's like this, man. All right, I booked this hotel. Really, the plan was to show my girl around. My girl, she stays here in Puerta Plata, and I wanted to show her something she hadn't seen before. You know, she stays up in the Pueblos, so she told me months ago that she had never been to like a resort or anything like that. It was like, oh, okay, let me upgrade you real quick. So, I found Blue Bay. It was relatively inexpensive, very affordable, but it had a lot of amenities. And I'm all for getting a lot of bang for my buck. So I booked the room. Everything was cool. All right. A couple of days later, she hit me back. So I booked this months ago, or a while ago. So she hit me back and she was like, I'm going to take the day off or 2 days off when you'll be here so that we can spend time together. All right, cool, bet, right? Because I was just going to show her around before and after work, work around her work schedule. But she decided to take some days off, so then it was like, all right, cool, so I can show you around even more then. So I went back and I upgraded my room to have a bigger bed, because she's going to be staying with me. We want to make sure we got some space. I thought it was just going to be like a chill thing and then, show her around. So now, I basically have a king size bed with, and it's real windy right now. Wind picked up. But I have like a king size bed, space for two people. So I get there, all right, whatever, super excited, about to, really impress her. Walk in or whatever. They ask me so is this room for just you or do you have a guest? Yeah, I have one guest that's going to be coming. Okay, well, you need to pay extra.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm looking at my bill and I'm like, well, why would it be extra? I've already paid for a larger room. So this is a little bit of game for you guys. If you're coming down to the DR, there's always a presumption, if you're an American, especially an American man, that if you have a guest, you're picking up a girl for the night. You know what I mean? Obviously, with me, that wasn't the case. This is my girlfriend. So I'm looking at them and I'm like, well, no, she's going to be here every night. You know what I mean? And they're like, no, it doesn't matter. You need to pay extra every night. And I was like, well, how much is the extra? Because it can't be that much. So if you know Dominican conversion rate at the time of this video, it's around 60, 65, we'll say 60 to $70 per US dollar. So for every US dollar is about 65 Dominican pesos. So they hit me with 4,000. The guy said 3,900 per night. So you can do the math on that, but it works out to be around $70 a night for her to stay with me. That's a whole nother room. You know what I'm saying? To just have a person accompanying me and the hotel, I thought that was a lot. So that's the first con, was I was very disappointed in the policy. And this was on day one. This was when I walked in the front door. I said, yes, I planned to have someone there with me, not, somebody who's just showing up, pro every night. It's the same girl every night. It's my lady. So I was very disappointed with that. In terms of the hotel itself, the aesthetic, the atmosphere, the vibe, it's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. The aesthetic is nice. There's multiple swimming pools, the spa packages, you got massage, all included breakfast, lunch, and dinner, coffee, water in your room, no kind of gotcha fees in the room. Now, your room service, if you want your clothes washed, whatever, they have a laundry fee for that, but it's very affordable. I think I washed like 20 pieces of clothing for like $10. Very affordable, very friendly. And then you can tip if you want. Tip is optional. Blue Bay.
Hola, hola.
Hello.
The beach is beautiful. The beach is beautiful. There's very calm water. Like you see behind me right here, like you can swim in this, but it's getting to that point, you know what I'm saying, where it's kind of sketchy. But at Blue Bay, the waters are very calm, almost like a lake. Just not as aggressive. You don't have any of these big waves going on. Las olas. Son las olas. The beach itself is nice, but the problem is the beach has a little bit of trash on it as well. And I did another video kind of talking about the trash problem down here, and it's all over. The trash is a disappointment down here, and especially for it to feel exclusive. That beach, in my opinion, excuse me, something flew in my mouth.
Oh! Ew! Dude!
Woo! Something flew in my mouth. That's crazy.
Queremos help me, Charles.
Uh-oh. Now the only thing is, you don't got the white sand beaches here, so that's a little bit of a trade-off, but not really. I mean, it's a fairly clean beach. There's a lot of seaweed, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of trash. So, there's some tire tracks. There's a little piece of something right there, but for the most part, it's pretty clean. This is what you work for, to be able to come out to places like this and enjoy yourself. Let me set down my bottle. I think there's a lot of salesmen there as well. And you don't know it until you're in the room with them and they're trying to pitch you something. But a lot of the people that are walking around are trying to sell you something.
Entonces, una pregunta, como él habla español, aquí en el hotel le tomamos 10 o 15 minutos para que le den el contacto, cómo venir de nuevo sin agencia de viaje con 30%. Las habitaciones son premium con jacuzzi. Yo pensé que ustedes habían venido anoche, ayer, pero yo le pregunté.
No, no vamos ahora.
Ahora entendí, pensé era que yo le pregunté.
Trying to sell you a spa package, trying to sell you, additional excursions, the kind that they have off-site. They have some included excursions and some off-site. The included excursions are free, but if it ends up taking you off-site, right? So like the kayaking, I think that's free. But if you're gonna go to the private island, you gotta pay extra. But the excursions are very affordable. All right, so it's pros and cons with everything. Okay, casi estamos listos. Now, getting back to the other part of why the salesman is a con for me is it's a little bit pushy. Like they try to sell me like the Circle One package. It's a great package, great prices and everything, but in my opinion, like the way that they walked me into the room was just a little bit deceptive. It's like, oh yeah, let me take you over here and show you around a little bit. But no, you're not showing me around, you're trying to sell me something. And I realize, you know, people don't want to be sold anything, so you got to have your sales tactic. But I just think like the way that they did it, it just felt very pushy. Now, if you can get past those things, make sure that whoever you're going to have in a room with you, you have them on your reservation. If they're not on your reservation, they're going to try to upcharge you to have that person there. And it's a pain in the butt. It's very annoying. You know, if you have somebody there for 4 days, I mean, you do the math on that, 70 times 4, you know, you're talking about an additional $280, $300, right? So it starts to add up. Now, I have the money, so I went ahead and paid it, but it was begrudgingly, and now I'm doing a negative review on that, right? However, outside of those things, it was a fantastic experience. The resort itself is nice. The service is amazing. The food is very good. It's a nice mix of American and Dominican foods. Well, mostly American, if I'm being completely honest. But they put a little Dominican twist on it, so it's cool. Nothing was over seasoned, nothing too sweet. All of the desserts were fairly good. Now, I wasn't impressed with, you know, some of the food being leftovers, but it seems like they start like Monday or Tuesday with like the dessert, and they, you know, kind of keep using them until they're all gone. Usually by like the end of the week, it seems like it's like fresh desserts rolling out. But nothing, even the old stuff, you're talking 2, 3, 4 days old. So, you know, if you bake a cake on Monday, you can eat that on Thursday. It's not bad. That's the only thing I would say is a negative on the food. The food's very good. Last night we did dinner with right on the beach.
DJ Edwin.
Oh, this one. Yes, though. Like right on the beach. They have like a buffet room where they normally do the dinner, but on this night they did it on the beach. It was nice, aesthetic. You have the ocean as your backdrop. You know, it's all posh and quaint. You know, everybody's got a table. It was cool. It was real cool. So my overall review of Blue Bay, the amenities, you know, you got your locker in your room, you got your room service, they refresh your towels every day, refresh your water, your stuff in your refrigerator gets refreshed every night. So here's my room. Like I said, it's cool, it's nothing too crazy. The television, the coffee bar. Beach towels, just got these out because they're drying right now. Got the refrigerator stays stocked. I bought a couple extra things, but everything else, that's what it came with. And that's all included. This was a free gift from the hotel. It's called marijuana, and you mix that and let it saturate in there, and it gives it a distinctive flavor. You got your closet, decent amount of storage space, nothing like crazy. You got your ironing board. That light is a little janky. You gotta like twist it on, which is kind of sketch, but whatever. And then you got your other side for your storage and your lockbox. I don't have a lot of valuables here, honestly, so I'm not too worried about it, but it is there if I need it. And then you got your bathroom. It's pretty nice. I mean, very good build quality. You got your clothes rack. This has been up there for a day, so that's all dried. I was swimming in that yesterday. Like I said, fresh towels daily, and soap, shower head, all your standard stuff. The first day the shower was acting funny, but now it's perfect, so can't complain there. And then you got your dryer, which can be used for all kinds of things. I use it to dry my phone off, my charge port, dry your crotch. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, you know, hopefully you're getting the same impression. It's nothing crazy, but it's cool. You know, now why you would charge somebody an upcharge doesn't make sense to me, but let me back up and give you the, here, let me cover the camera. I'll give you the full like wow factor. Okay, so you got your view. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's the room. I got dinner going on, so I'm gonna go jump on that. You put it all together, I'd give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, I'm from the United States. So in the United States, you book your room, it has a size for a certain number of people. If you're within that number of people, they don't care how many people you bring. So that's what I'm accustomed to. They do it different here. I talked to a few people here local, and they say that's just how they do it here. At the end of the day, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here, I gotta have a good time. Like, if I don't bring her, then, you know what I'm saying? And that's not gonna be good. And then if I bring her, but I don't allow her to, like, take everything in, and then it's gonna be a lousy experience for me, because I'm gonna be telling her about all this fun I'm having, and she don't get to share the experience. So you just gotta pay it, you know what I mean? But it just kind of sucked. But that's pretty much it. Other than that, I would recommend it. One other con. I know I gave it the rating, but one other con, the taxi service. And the services surrounding the Blue Bay Hotel Resort. So number one, there's like a district, like a minute walk away. There's a lot of salesmen on the street trying to get you to buy the horse and carriage ride. So you're going to deal with salesmen as you're walking there. It's not a big deal, but it can get annoying if it happens more than twice, you know. It's like, hey, I don't want a horse and carriage ride. I'm busy doing something. I see you. I know you're there. If I want it, I'll hit you up. When you get to the plaza, it's like a plaza. There's a movie theater. There's a bunch of stores where you can buy souvenirs and stuff. There's actually a restaurant there and some other stuff. There's a lot of salesmen there as well, just kind of trying to sell you stuff. So you start to learn not to go over there too much, because they're gonna try to sell you something. So watch out for that. That's in that plaza. The other, and like I said, that's about a minute walk away. The other thing is the taxi service. A lot of drivers, I don't know what the reason is, but they don't want to come inside gated areas because they have to pay some kind of fee or something. So I had a little bit of difficulty using the local service. Just assume that the the local taxi service is charging you double what you should pay. So you should haggle them. You should try to get the price down. I was overpaying the whole time. And then she came with me and she was like, why are they charging you so much, you know? So she got me a cab for way cheaper. And I was like, oh, that was pretty cool. And then the next guy tried to upcharge us. He was standing right in front of us and tried to upcharge us. And she was like, no, don't pay that. That's too much. And then the guy kind of doubled back and he cut his price in half. He like got on the phone, pretended to call somebody and was like, okay, we'll do it for your price. So they are overcharging you. They're definitely overcharging you. The cost of living here isn't as high. They don't need to charge you the American rates. All right. So again, back to, as far as the review goes, you're going to have a little bit of difficulty getting taxi service to the hotel. If you use the taxi service at the hotel, it's going to be about double what you would pay on Uber or on InDrive or whatever. But it is a service that you can utilize to get around. The service usually at the hotel will take you exactly where you want to go. They'll wait for you. They'll take you other places. Some of these taxi drivers, they'll wait the whole day for you. So they'll take you where, as long as you got the money, they'll take you all day long. And they'll just stick with you. You want to go from Puerta Plata to Sooooo. You want to go from Puerta Plata to Cabarete. They'll take you there and they'll bring you back. You just got to make sure you're paying them. I paid 3,000 pesos today for a guy to take me from Puerta Plata to Sooooo and back. And we were gone a total of probably 4 hours. So for a 4-hour ride, 3,000 pesos is about $60, $50 or $60. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's my review of Blue Bay. I've been in all the swimming pools at this point. I've been on the beach multiple times. I mean, it's a good vibe. The other thing with Blue Bay is it's adults only. So if you're an adults only person, you don't want to be around no kids, Blue Bay is definitely a go-to. If I didn't have to pay those extra fees, I would probably give it like a 9.25. It's not the best resort I've ever been to, but the quietness, quaintness, the adults only, the all-included. If I don't want to go out, I can just have a good time and just chill there. If I want to go out and I want to explore the city and do other stuff, I know dinner's at this time, this is at that time. I can spend my money on this and then have my food back over here or whatever. Speaking of which, it's almost time for me to get some food in me. So I'm about to get ready to shake out. But let me know what you guys think of this one. And let me know what you think of the format too. I'm still figuring out like how I'm going to do this. But I'm a big kid, man. I just like to have fun. You know, I'm in the water. I'm playing basketball. I'm going on excursions. I'm just having a blast, man. That's what it's about. I didn't get to do this stuff when I was a kid and when I was in my early 20s. I didn't get to do none of this. So I'm doing it now. I'm living it up. I'm a big kid, man. What it is, you know what I'm saying? All right, hope y'all love the content, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Big Kid out.
So this is the spot pool here. It's kind of private, but not really. But this comes with spa packages, so this is a separate lounge area. Pretty cool. Let's go check out the main area. This is at the end of the day, it looks this pretty. It's pretty all day long, baby. All day long. Let's see what we got over here. They may actually have dinner out by the beach again. So I might have to turn and go the other way, but give you a view at least. Unless they got something. What is this? They always got something different going on, man. So this is interesting. So yeah, they got it set up all romantic today. Look at that. It's so romantic. I like it. I like it. So I guess this is how they have it set up today. Very cool. I'm in Puerta Plata right now.